Yeah, that's a good question. So the question is, when you're fishing deeper, are we changing our releases, or changing the style of the release to a different release? For me, I don't tend to ever catch anything down there that's small, especially trout. I've never caught. Well, until everything's changed in the last couple of years. And I don't know if it's smelt. I don't know if it's bloater chubs. I don't know what's going on. Like, we have smelt back in Ludington now, and we've had them for a few years, and we're catching fish with smelt in them. We have bloater chubs again back up there. I don't know if you guys are seeing that here, but we're catching lake trout with bloater chubs in them. And so you're catching smaller fish down there. I think you have those chubs. But all of that being said, generally once you get past 200 feet, you're not catching a fish smaller than 9 pounds. So I'm leaving my blacks. I'm loading my my rod's pretty well loaded up. Usually we're seeing the bite in the rod before we're seeing the bite. I am using braid on my downriggers. Once I get past about 150 foot, I switch to braid. Braid on the rod, not on the downrigger. But I'm just keeping the same program. Like, I'm not really finding that I'm missing bites. Like, but somebody's watching that rod too. It's not like it's just sitting there riding and waiting for a bite. Somebody's like literally staring at the tip of the rod the entire time, and you can see those subtle little bites. But the nice thing too with electronics is that you can see. Oftentimes you can see a fish that's on that rod. Panoptics is really pretty good for that. Not that deep, but Panoptics past about 150 is pretty much. We're just switching to traditional at that point. But you can see those those shakers that are on there. But that being said, if you have a rigger down 100, 150, 200 feet, and you're paying attention to it, so that the rigger's running at whatever angle. If you start to see the angle of that change, or you start to see that like a pull back, there's probably a fish on there, or there's probably a tangle, or there's a tree, or somebody else's stuff, whatever it is. But like, you gotta, when you get fishing into those deeper stuff, you just gotta really pay attention to, because everything compounds. And when you get a tangle, it's not like 2 rods tangle; it's like all whole side tangles.